Labor criticized after rebranding illegal migration as irregular migration. Published by TheTelegraph. Government claims terminology has always been used by the Home Office after opponents say change is an attempt to bury the subject. The Home Office has been accused of rebranding illegal migration as irregular migration by the Tories in a move that they claim softens the approach to border control. James Cleverly, the shadow Home Secretary, and Robert Jenrick, the former Immigration Minister, leveled the criticisms after the Home Office put out a post on X, formerly Twitter, declaring, "We are taking control of irregular migration." Highlighting a common statement by Yvette Cooper, the Home Secretary, setting out Labour's border security and asylum plans, it said its changes would speed up asylum processing, launch a new border security command and work with international partners. Today Home Secretary Yvette Cooper set out what we are doing to boost our border security and deliver a properly managed asylum system. However, Mr. Cleverly responded on X by saying, "Labour keeps sending subtle but noticeable messages that they are going soft on border control. Changing illegal migration to irregular migration will be seen as an invitation to the people smugglers." Mr. Jenrick simply tweeted, "You misspelled illegal," over the same post by the Home Office. Nigel Farage, the Reform UK leader, also weighed in on X, saying, "Labour wants to bury illegal immigration as a subject and they are now using the word irregular. We will not let them get away with it." Labour, however, denied there had been any change. Irregular migration has always been used by the Home Office. It's been the standard terminology used in all its datasets. It's just standard terminology the department has always used. Irregular, used for statistical releases. The Prime Minister's official spokesman said the government would continue to use the term illegal migration and regarded it as a legitimate description. He noted that irregular had been used for statistical releases. Labour scrapped the Rwanda deportation scheme on its first day in office, as Sir Keir Starmer had pledged, prompting allegations from the Tories that it was weakening the deterrent to migrants seeking to enter the UK illegally. However, the new government has said it will use the savings of some £700 million to set up a new border security command with hundreds of extra police officers and investigators deployed across Europe to crack down on the people smugglers. It is also setting up a 1,000-strong enforcement and returns unit to remove failed asylum seekers and migrants who have no right to remain in the UK and send them back to their home countries. The first flight of 50 Vietnamese was due to take off on Wednesday, using the same plane that would have taken migrants to Rwanda if Rishi Sunak had won the election. Labour says its plans will be more effective in tackling the small boats crisis by tackling the problem at source, intercepting migrants, boats and other equipment used in the dangerous channel crossings. Rob McNeill, Deputy Director of Oxford University's Migration Observatory, said neither the use of illegal migration nor irregular migration were wrong but carried different emphases in the approach to the issue. They appear in some ways to reflect the different approaches by the two parties. The Conservatives' Illegal Migration Act was designed to bar migrants from claiming asylum in the UK and instead deport them to Rwanda to do so there. Labour is proposing that migrants who were earmarked for Rwanda will instead be brought back into the asylum system for their claims to be processed in the UK. Only those refused asylum will face removal. Mr. McNeill said, "It is not illegal to claim asylum under international law. Entering the UK without permission is illegal, but it is also tolerated under international law if people are recognized as refugees. The difference between illegal and irregular is semantic. It is not legally correct or incorrect to describe people with either term. It is essentially a moral or political judgment about the loading of the term. You might choose the word illegal if you want people to be angry with the migrants in question or provoke a strong response. Alternatively, you might prefer the word irregular if you are saying you need to have a moderate response and work out whether people have a legitimate claim for asylum."